15 top attractions in Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha is more than just the largest city within Nebraska. This city has 400,000 people living within the metropolitan area. That large population means that there is no shortage of things to do, whether you are visiting for a day or planning on moving to the city. Visiting Omaha is simple, as the most popular attractions have giant, blue push pins by them. However, you will still have to plan to make sure you visit the most important ones. Omaha is home to numerous museums, cultural performances, sports teams, and chances to shop. Adults will enjoy the nightlife, while families can go to the zoo, or head to the recreation area for boating, fishing, biking, or hiking. Watch this video, and find the best things to do, with our list of the top attractions in Omaha. Number 1. Omaha's Henry Doorly Zoo and Aquarium. This huge facility, spread out over 160 acres, is home to unique exhibits, and is one of the state's most popular attractions. Among the zoo's claims to fame are the Dome Desert, known for being the largest indoor desert in the world, and the Light Jungle, North America's largest indoor rainforest. The Kingdoms of the Night exhibit, also touted as the largest nocturnal exhibit of its kind in the world, allows for a close-up look at creatures of the dark, from bats to beavers, and other animals that most visitors may not even have heard of before. The zoo is also home to the Suzanne and Walter Scott Aquarium, where visitors can walk through a 70-foot-long shark tunnel. Should you work up an appetite, the zoo's Glacier Bay Landing, a recreation of an Alaskan port town, has a variety of dining options. A children's play structure is also located here, as are changing rooms. Number 2. The Old Market District. In the heart of downtown Omaha is the Old Market District, where a variety of historical buildings from the 19th century line cobblestone streets. It's a wonderful place to wander around, and some of Omaha's best and most interesting cafes and restaurants are in this area. You'll also find a wide assortment of hotels located nearby. Galleries abound, and their offerings are diverse, ranging from eclectic to more contemporary. The Old Market attracts locals and tourists alike, and is relatively compact and well signposted, for easy navigation. Number 3. The Durham Museum. In a spectacular Art Deco building, the huge Durham Museum is an urban renewal project that has shown tremendous results. Originally one of the nation's busiest train stations, the 1931 building was restored to its former glory in 1995, after an extensive renovation. The museum showcases the history of the local area. One of the highlights is the Suzanne and Walter Scott Great Hall, where the exhibits are showcased in the fully restored main hall, featuring impressive Art Deco architecture. Also of note are the steam locomotive stations, where the inner workings of this world-changing technology are showcased, with hands-on displays. The Durham Museum is an easy stroll, southwest from the Old Market area. Number 4. First Nationals, Spirit of Nebraska's Wilderness, and Pioneer Courage Park. This free attraction is one of the most unique, permanent outdoor art installations in the nation. Made of bronze and stainless steel, it is one of the largest of its kind in the world. Although the sculpture park is spread out over 5 city blocks, the installations are not adjacent. That said, it is easy to follow the flow from one piece to the next. The series shows a wagon train, and pioneers making their way through hilly and muddy terrain, as well as a herd of bison, and a flock of geese. Number 5. Joslyn Art Museum. If you love artwork, don't miss the Joslyn Art Museum, considered as Nebraska's principal fine arts museum. It opened in 1931, as a memorial to local businessman, George Joslyn. The museum holds a permanent collection, featuring works done by artists, including Paulo Veronese, Titian, and El Greco, and more, and also has artwork from the 19th and 20th centuries, from both American and European artists, like Pierre-Auguste Renoir, and William Adolphe Bouguereau. There is also a sculpture garden, with more than an acre of sculptures, situated in a garden setting. Number 6. The Performing Arts Center. The Omaha Performing Arts Center is actually two venues, the Orpheum Theater, and the Holland Center, for the Performing Arts. The Orpheum Theater, constructed in 1927, is the host to traveling Broadway shows, dance shows, and traveling comedians, among others. The Holland Center for the Performing Arts is housed in a modern, architecturally acclaimed building, noted for its fine acoustics. It has had the honor of hosting some of the world's premier musicians, and is the home of the Omaha Symphony. Number 7. Lauritzen Gardens. These 100-acre gardens are in the Riverfront Hills area of the city, and make a pleasant place to visit, to observe nature in its finest form. Lauritzen Gardens were founded in 1995, and have grown and expanded their displays from the initial rose, herb, and shade hosta gardens among others. Now, visitors will find gardens focusing on many themes, from English and Victorian, to one on Nebraskan prairies, called Song of the Lark Meadow. The gardens also feature a model railroad, education center, and a bird sanctuary. Number 8. Omaha Children's Museum. First founded in 1976, the Omaha Children's Museum is popular with locals and visitors alike. The museum has 8 permanent indoor exhibits, and 1 outdoor exhibit. Themes focus on creativity, arts, science and technology, zoology, and much more. During the summer months, Sandy's Splish Splash Garden, which is outside, and typically open from Memorial Day to Labor Day, offers a refreshing escape from the summer heat. The Omaha Children's Museum also hosts special exhibits on a regular basis. Number 9. The Bob Kerry Pedestrian Bridge. The Bob Kerry Pedestrian Bridge is unique in the fact that it is one of the only footbridges to connect 2 states. A plaque marks the spot where the 2 states meet. The bridge makes for a great stroll after dinner, or for snacks, at the beautifully restored Old Market part of town, which is located very nearby. Just down from the bridge is Lewis and Clark Landing, an open space, with a National Park Visitor Center, detailing their journey. On the far side of the S-curving bridge, is the city of Council Bluffs. The distance from one side of the bridge to the other is 3,000 feet. Bicycle enthusiasts will be pleased to know that the bridge connects to a large trail network in both cities. Number 10. St. Cecelia Cathedral. Set high upon a hill, the twin bell towers of this lovely cathedral are one of the city's key landmarks. The cathedral was started in 1905, and is said to contain more than 3 million bricks. According to some of the stories about the cathedral, every one of the bricks had to be dipped in water, before the architect would allow them to be mortared. The beautiful stained glass windows are more than 500 years old. In one section of the glass, the Virgin Mary is shown, holding an ear of corn. The exterior of the cathedral does not do it justice. Visitors should try to sneak at least a peek of the beautiful interior. Number 11. The Lewis and Clark Landing. Just down the river from the Bob Kerry Pedestrian Bridge is the Lewis and Clark Landing. Combine your trip across the river on the bridge with a stop here, where you'll find interpretive displays on the exploits of Lewis and Clark. The 23-acre park is a pleasant place to linger, with picnic tables, benches, beautiful views, and water features. Number 12. Kenefick Park. As you drive west, along Interstate 80, and look up to your right, you'll see 2 locomotives, perched on a high bluff. If your curiosity is piqued or you are a train buff, make a detour to visit Kenefick Park. Here, you'll find the world's largest diesel-powered locomotive, the impressive Centennial 6900. In addition to being the largest diesel-powered locomotive, it is also the largest ever built. Since the park is all about extra-large locomotives, it only makes sense that Kenefick Park should also have the world's largest steam locomotive, named Big Boy number 4023. In behind the locomotives are several plazas, benches, and informative plaques, built into the ground. The park is free to enter. Number 13. Freedom Park Navy Museum. This large grassy area on the banks of the Missouri River is a great spot to stretch your legs and catch up on some military history. You can walk right up to, and in some cases, inside, your choice of a minesweeper, the USS Hazard, a small submarine, the USS Marlin, and a Douglas A-4D Skyhawk fighter jet. The massive anchor and propeller garden also makes for great photo opportunities. The park is free and open daylight hours. Number 14. The Lee G. Simmons Conservation Park and Wildlife Safari. Get up close and personal with bison, elk, and deer, from the comfort of your car, at the Wildlife Safari Park in Ashland, about 30 minutes from Omaha. A 4-mile driving route takes you right through the animal paddocks, where these large creatures are literally just a few feet from your car. In addition to the driving tour, walking trails take you past the wolf, bear, and avian enclosures. One of the most entertaining exhibits is the Prairie Dog Town. Here, you can watch these industrious critters scurry about, popping up every now and again from their warren of tunnels. Number 15. Strategic Air and Space Museum. Opened in 1959, the Strategic Air and Space Museum can be found in between Lincoln and Omaha, nearby Interstate 80. There are more than 300,000 square feet of exhibits, educational and event spaces to see and experience. Its mission is to commemorate the aircraft from the Strategic Air Command, SAC, as well as continue to honor and support the nearby Offutt, AFB. There are aircraft, artifacts and programs to teach people about the SAC mission and history. Tours are often given to local school children and other parties. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel.